All right, everybody. My name is Ukiyo. This is my co-commentator Tato, and welcome to the orientation, or A&C orientation number 8. I know I already introduced myself, but how are we feeling today, Tato?
I'm feeling pretty good. Watched a lot of Combo Breaker today. Had a nice, easy, chill day. Ready to watch some fights here for ANC too.
I mean, same here. I mean, we've pretty much been in the same VC the entire day, kind of just watching Combo Breaker. A lot of great games going down, a lot of stuff happening there. They're in top 48 right now, but that doesn't matter. We are getting on to the ANC orientation number 8 today. We already have a bunch of people coming in for our top 8. There's going to be no pool stream today. All of these players are the best of the best that made it into top 8 from those pools matches. A lot of them had to play games, a lot of them had to do a lot, but this is our top 8. Looking at the field today, we're seeing a lot of good competition. I know I saw Robin in there. I know that's a pretty decent Giovanna player, I believe.
Yes.
I know I saw Blaze King, good Ram player. A lot of newer faces too at the same time. So I'm excited to see what kind of competition we have coming up in top 8 today.
Yep. I'm very excited to see it too. I know, believe Roach is a Bedman player, so very excited to see that matchup there between Geo Bedman.
I mean, Bedman's not a character you get to see a lot in general. Giovanna is really easy to pick up and play, so it kind of makes sense to see a lot of them inside of beginner brackets, especially because she's designed to be beginner friendly. But I believe coming up here, we're going to be starting off with Robin and Roach, right?
Yes. Robin and Roach
Okay.
will be kicking it off for us today.
So yeah, all right, we're going to get to see that matchup straight away. I wonder if that's why you were talking about it. I wonder
Yes.
why.
Yeah, that is exactly why I was talking about it. Sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit. Got a little too excited and ahead of myself.
I didn't know who was coming up first anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So how we doing today, everybody? How are we cooling? We cool? It's green. Hi, green. How you doing? Okay. There's Zibbley. They're twinning. You see that, Tato? They're twinning.
They're twinning? Why am I not surprised?
Maybe would it?
Double twins?
As we wait for everybody to get in, how's been everybody's weekend? You know, we already talked about the combo breakers happening, and we're seeing a lot of these top players that compete around in this circuit within our G Leagues, within our TNSs and stuff like that. Do a lot on the main stage. Like we've seen Jack make it pretty far, but to be honest, we all kind of expected it to happen. Yeah. Guilty Gear.
Yeah, strive.
Guilty Gear. Yeah.
I will say, since like the 2.0 patch came out and then the patch for the 2.0 patch, it's been really exciting getting to watch a lot of gameplay recently to see the changes in action of the characters, and how it's kind of changed their approaches to things. I know we were chatting about this earlier, but like Kai's new move, pretty fun to get to see it all in action. So, and I'm excited to see more of it this evening.
I know you're a big fan of Kai's new move. I know you are. I'm a big fan of it. But yeah, I think you are right though. Not only were there a lot of character changes, but system changes in general really did a lot for changing how the flow of the game happens. It used to be where like 1 or 2 hits would lead into these offensive snowball situations where you were wall breaking for almost full screen on some characters, and it was really hard to deal with. No matter what character you were playing, high tier, low tier, with Wild Assault gone, a lot of the more scrubbier tactics kind of either toned down or removed. It's done numbers for making games feel a lot more stable. But we do have our 2 contestants ready and queued up.
Yep, Robin and Roach ready to square off.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
I love it. I love to get to see how the 2 characters interact with each other during... Some of them are just so funny during the intros.
Yeah, dog.
適当に切り上げていいですか?
Now I can imagine during this matchup, because I don't know if I've ever really seen a Bedman Geo game before, but I'm going to assume that it's a lot of Bedman just trying to keep Geo out.
Yeah, we'll definitely see as Roach here starting out this match, trying to get a little bit of spacing control happening, but Robin not really fighting for it. It's a nice little 6. It's the 2S. Gonna start something happening. I think you are right about that, Tato. It's kind of a back and forth right now between Roach kind of just doing the needles, trying to stop Robin's approach at any cost.
Absolutely. Especially it is so dangerous to let Geo in, and with a button, she is going to punish you so fast for it too. Any mistake can cost you with this character.
It's like we just saw with that big counter hit. Going to be able to get that super. Now we get to see, for example, one of the changes in the 2.0 that we were talking about. Giovanna now keeps her enhanced state even after using that tension. So she's going to do a lot more damage, a lot more chip damage. She's going to make things a lot harder, especially with that dash speed and momentum. But Robin showing they don't need it here. Going in for the safe jump. Tries to get the cross up. A little bit of a wrong guess from Roach, which we're fine here. We got good resources. We're going to have burst back. Bedman one boing boing, but we're fine. There's a nice little speed reacting to the dog dart. Keeps the RC safe, goes for the overhead, but it all gets blocked out by Robin.
Great defense from Robin there, being able to keep up with Bedman like that, but they're turning it back around. Got the super out.
It's such a strong situation. So many times gets a big counter hit, and Roach, understanding what's happening, gonna go ahead and burst out of there. It's a nice little follow-up on the air super, gonna be able to close out this first game. Robin getting it in kind of convincing fashion.
Pretty nice stuff from both of them, but Robin definitely takes it there. Geo, when she hits that enhanced state, she is a scary beast.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially in those situations where she's able to just have a stranglehold on neutral. And if I'm Roach here, I think what I would try and do is kind of slow down my play a little bit. Robin's kind of just pushing forward, doing everything they can to get inside of our face. So Roach, if we're able to just slow it down a little bit, play a little bit more reactive, try not to force situations as much, I think you'll see a lot of great changes in this matchup.
Absolutely. Got Geo back in the corner. It's a great spot for Roach to be in right now. Just can't keep that pressure on her. I'm not sure if I want to return to neutral with the Giovanna, but
I know I don't. Sure.
Well,
I mean,
Roach does get the positive bonus out of it, so it is.
Taking a nice health lead here. Roach kind of turning the tables a little bit after that first really dominating game from Robin. Kind of using that burst, using these resources to establish a strong lead game plan. Big counter pick coming out here. Robin on the back foot. No real tension. Only burst to our name. Tries to get for a dash block in, but it doesn't really work out. Another dash block. Gets the Ivy. Nothing comes from it. Hits the side switch on that JS. Another big counter hit from the 2H, but we're burst baiting. We're burst baiting so often. And Robin not giving it up. A little bit of a head explosion. Gonna hit you with the Kobe ball. A nice little big counter hit from the detonation. But we don't use the super. We don't kill. One more situation for both of these players, and the needle follow-up. Roach gonna kind of collapse back there with a very dominant game of their own.
What a crazy set. It's very back and forth right now. It almost seems like Roach downloaded Robin.
Especially when you get these situations and Roach is trying to be as patient as possible, even on offense, even whenever it costs sometimes, you know, using those Roman cancels, using these drops inside of our pressure to try and bait burst, but Robin never gave it up. Now, Robin on the back foot once again, pushed to the corner, gets a big 6-speed Roach. Burst automatically has the zoning game, but look how patient Robin is. Getting some nice little dash blocks to start pressure, goes for a meaty setup, but the back throw Roach calls out the reset once again. 2K2B into the explosion. Got that error set up. Watch behind. You're gonna have such long winds and pressure, but you can't use the super because of the wall break. Robin now gets a nice big counter hit. This is exactly what we want to see.
Got the reversal out too, and that will go to Roach again for the first round.
Duel 2.
Lots of back and forth here between these two.
100%. It's one of these kind of series where both these players are starting to get these reads on each other, starting to kind of adjust their gameplay, and you can see it in real time from how back and forth we're saying it is. But Robin kind of seeing that aggressiveness come out again from Roach, trying to capitalize on it, use a little bit of whip punishing. We have 100 tension on our side, a lot of health, and burst. Ooh, what a great reversal on reaction to that overhead. Great stuff here, gonna be able to keep it. Doesn't use tension to keep the situation, but ye old and Cat Dust gonna tie up the round count, one of these.
Let's rock.
Good round start. Roach taking the lead here, Robin taking the lead here, getting Roach in the corner and going straight through the wall. Does not hesitate.
And now, these big counter hits, Robin really making a big impact off of kind of just playing passive, not really interacting with Roach that much, except for situations where they know that they can break the wall, they can establish an advantage. Big burst coming out from Roach. Wanting this game, really wanting this round, trying to do everything in their power, but the dash is still so potent. That movement is so scary. Goes for the follow-up, but it gets FD'd, but we don't punish. We can't punish from that range. The 6P gonna come out from Robin in a scary situation and not actually punishing that reversal super. Ends up working itself out. Robin goes up in the set count 2-1.
Yeah, it's really tough for Giovanna there with such short buttons to be able to punish stuff like that, getting pushed out too far. But still closed it out with that beautiful 6P.
Duel 1.
A switch to Faust?
A little bit of a really interesting character roster. Bedman, Faust, I'm not really sure how they really complement each other, but hey, I respect it. Gonna get a nice little corner situation. 2K2D goes for the frame trap. Doesn't work out here. 6-8, the most reactable overhead in the game, in my opinion. Oppression Robin kind of starting things out for their own. We gotta readjust to an entire new character again, but Robin is getting information, doing these safe jumps, or not these safe jumps, these safe enders, these frame traps, just kind of letting Faust or Roach do whatever they want to right now. This UK gonna put a round on the board for Roach.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Crazy stuff Roach is showing us. Both well-versed in Bedman and Faust, so it's definitely an interesting matchup, but it looks like Robin is getting some confidence back, feeling like they've established a little bit of Roach's patterns with Faust too, but doesn't wait to...
There's a lot of reading that you have to do going back and forth between characters, especially where you have a pool of such varied and unique characters like Bedman and Faust, but 2K2D gonna go for a bomb set, tries to maybe go up for a grab, and it doesn't work. We get the wall break before the bomb can even explode. Robin puts himself on set point. This is exactly where you want to be. Just getting a little bit more of that flow on your side, gaining that momentum, pushing to the corner, gets a DP, starts the combo, and you've got to be scared right now after Roach uses that burst, gets one item out, a little bit of tension on our side now, but is it enough? Big counter hit coming out here from Robin.
Gonna get that wall break and hard knockdown. This is a scary position to be in if you're Roach. And just like that, Robin seals this round.
What a great set between these two players. Really great back and forth, but Robin does come out on top. Great stuff. You still got losers run if you're Roach, so I wouldn't be counting yourself out yet. But next we do know who our next set is going to be. I think we're looking at Faust and Blaze King.
I believe so, yes. Yep, we are going to have Faust and Blaze King. So we have another Faust coming on stream, and a ram.
I believe it'll be Ramlethal. I'm not quite sure exactly if they stuck with them or not. Yes, they have. Getting onto the zone, we are seeing Ramlethal.
How much does Crawl impact Ram's game plans in the Faust matchup?
See, I'm not exactly sure from a first-hand account, being that I don't play either of these characters, but I can give an estimation in that the ability to, you know, kind of poke from afar, from starting out these situations with these big buttons, is really hindered by Crawl, especially in these situations where Faust is able to take space, able to kind of make up for it, because they did eliminate the Crawl hitbox on down back. So you can't really just turtle anymore and get these whip lines, but we are seeing a lot of Faust here. Something started. Blaze King pushing into the corner. West tries to get something started, but we're just out once again. All these items are kind of filling the screen, kind of in a bad situation here for Blaze King. The burst on our side goes for that Garo, gets the snip. Gonna go for the safe jump here. Watch out for that Mortabato.
Looks like that ram pressure though, it's just once you get into that corner, it's hard to contest with her.
Oh, 100%. And some would argue that it's hard to contest from most places on the screen, in fact, but we are seeing somebody work their magic. A big 2D counter hit, but we don't end up getting the kill off of it. Slightly dropped the combo. It has the best of us. Big
Can I
bar
get that
slash.
drop?
Tried to go for it. Windshield Wipers of Doom and Despair gets the IV on the J2K, gets the 6H, and it's like I said last set, the most reactable, unreactable overhead.
It's tough to react to that one. Pretty sure I got hit from here with that too. Got Ram in the blender right now. Blaze King trying to establish something in neutral, but Faust is just so oppressive with all of those items right now.
Not only oppressive with those items, but also oppressive with the buttons. You know, one thing that these characters like Faust do, and even Happy Chaos does this to a certain degree, where they have these things that help fill that blank space, whether it be approach, whether it be defense, whether it be even offense sometimes, and getting pressure started, they have to use their buttons to kind of make these things connect. It's like a bridge between the two, whether it be items for Faust and making sure these, you know, these things hit, these meteors have time to set up. It's important that you use these buttons to actually keep yourself safe and let your items come out. I think Faust is doing a good job at that.
Absolutely. Just making sure, for me at least, it just feels like there's so much on the screen happening at one time. I don't know what to expect or be looking for next, and it can be really tough to navigate that.
100%, especially whenever you're in a situation like Blaze King, where you're just kind of stuck in these situations over and over. Mini Faust gonna proc, but not gonna let us do anything. Bone rushing excitement, gonna get that hard knockdown post wall break.
I love seeing this super. It's probably one of my favorite supers in the game. Sends Ram right back into a Faust blender and seals it with that. Going to be going into the next round. Blaze King still holding on to their burst though.
I mean, you want to give yourself a chance to live there, and in some of these situations, it's kind of hard to make a comeback, especially whenever you're at low health. But the banana going to keep us into the corner. Faust getting really lucky on items right now. 5K Judy going to set the bomb, going to have the bomb back, goes up for the snip. You're going to be able to get something started here. You got blocked with all these bombs on the screen. So hard to get out of the situation. Both players end up getting hit by each bomb. The windshield wipers of doom going to allow us to take a little bit of space. Nice 2P from Blaze King trying to set a boundary in terms of speed, but that stops the flip in. Oh, that's so unfortunate, but
What a
it's definitely not
well-timed
over
hammer.
yet.
Definitely not over. Blaze King can still turn this around. Ram is one of those characters that, you know, give her an inch and she will take a mile. Can definitely turn this around and turn the tides.
I mean, all you need is three good games to turn the tides and get back on top. But you can only do it if you play. Keep your head in the game and you'll be all right. Going into what potentially could be set point. You know what?
Let's rock.
To the game itself. Going in for the windshield wipers and Doom, trying to get some space sealed off and sorted, but Val's not allowing it to happen. The Big Fix gonna get a big pickup here. Goes for the aerial bag head, gets a nice counter, hit 6-8, and just forces back to full screen. Now you gotta contend with all of these items. It can be so hard to approach and claim distance in a situation like this.
Gets hit by the bag again. Great counter hit.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Putting themselves on set point. Mini Val's gonna come out here, a little imitation of our dear old dad. Going in, trying to get something started. The hole in one, gonna let the Mini Valve get proc. 2S gonna start up the rock. Pressure. Oh my god. One crushing excitement. Block though.
This could be the turning point.
Slap.
Commentators first.
Hey, it happens to the best of us though. Both these players played so well. Blaze King tried so hard, but all you gotta do is just move on. You're not out of it yet. Still got our winner's side, or still got a loser's side chance, so just keep it going and you'll be all right. Next, though, we have coming up to the stand.
It's gonna be Cinder and A.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
A day? A day? Maybe?
I'm gonna be real. I would just call it Oracle.
That's fair.
Yeah, Oracle. Yeah.
I was only looking at their
I was looking at the Star GG.
I wasn't looking at the start on GG. And I know Cinder is
May.
Mankind knew that
looks
they
like
cannot
we-
change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
not exactly sure what happened just.
Okay. What are you not able to tell?
泣いても知らないよ
May versus
All right, getting in here, we have Concrete Tape and Oracle Age coming up on the stage. Both these players doing their best right now. Oracle going to be able to get a nice little 6H overhead there, getting that wall break. So much damage coming out here. This is exactly what you want to see, but May gets a big 6H counter hit. Not able to follow out on a Concrete. Kind of going back and forth, trying their best to get something started. The PRC gets grabbed in Bedman, and Oracle are really making this count right now.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
We started here, nice little jump in coming from both these sides. Low slash gonna let us some staggers here, but Oracle not really having it. It's a big bomb hit there. Concrete Tape not really expecting it. Gonna push into the corner, get the PRC, goes for the throw again. A nice little setup there for both these players. These big disjoints and these big hits are gonna allow us to do a lot on the side of the 8. Out from Oracle, pushing onto the screen. It's the JP. What a great reaction to the jump. Oracle going up in this set 1-0.
All right. Sorry, looks like I had a little bit of a connection issue there for a second. Very good showing from the two of them, though. That Maid Dolphin can be real nasty some. Especially with the lowered frame rate for the charge input on that too.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Yeah, going
So
from
instead of
30
reflecting
frames
on
to
themselves,
25, it's
they
a
blamed the beasts.
it really does make a lot of these charges not only a lot easier, but coming out a lot faster for some of these characters. Both these players letting it run out, giving themselves a chance to adapt and understand what happened from the first game. I like it. I like it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
See what downloadings happened in the first round. Oracle going straight up on the offensive. Getting concept tape right into the corner. Doesn't keep the pressure on though. Backed off a little bit, but right back into the corner.
Nice little burst to keep the pressure. This is exactly what you want to see for Oracle. Oh, have I been reading that wrong this entire time? That's 100% just good set there. Man, I suck. Alright, anyways.
Duel 2.
Go, nope.
I read it as concept tape.
Well, to be fair, I was reading it as concrete, and that's definitely not right. So, going in here, getting the nice little blow, a big counter hit here, goes to the JS ladder combo. Nice little conversion there, but doesn't actually get the full finish. The bomb gonna allow us to get the perfect Oracle kind of on a slide right now.
Oracle came here to definitely rock some stuff here, but concept tape isn't out of it yet. Can still make that comeback.
You can't hear it, but I'm shaking my head in approval.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Going into this this game 3 here, both these players have an opportunity to kind of get things popping. Oracle though gonna be able to take this into the corner, gets the burst bait. Oh, but the gold burst is gonna come out. Maybe not what we wanted. Maybe tried to go for some kind of combo starter, but the 6-8 is gonna allow us to get the wall break after that RC. Positive bonus is gonna be on our side, but it's gonna be a little bit harder to get with that tension penalty staying after wall break.
Duel 2.
This is set point for Oracle. Starting off strong with a dolphin though.
I mean, in flat back from Oracle, kind of just starting something here. Gets the bomb, the 6B gonna come out. 2K goes to the jump again. Maybe tried to snipe out something with that JS, but Tape isn't gonna really let that happen. Five, he can try and stop something first. Coming out from Tape, one last gas, one last chance to get something, and a counter hit 6H is exactly what you want to see.
And the punish on the reversal? Got Oracle in the corner. Couldn't get themselves on the board here. Full meter too.
Gets the dolphin. You know, what you were saying a little bit earlier, Tato, with the charge input making it a little bit easier to kind of get things started is exactly what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I definitely think concept tape could probably use dolphin a little more here and kind of neutral skip those times where Bedman is attempting to zone them out.
Especially with the pressure that he can present sometimes, but you gotta be willing to go for it. You can't just run through. But these big hits coming out from Tape, getting some nice little whip punishes in these situations where Oracle was trying to poke with that close slash. The big counter hit goes for the overhead, uses the follow-up from the error, and Oracle gonna take this set 3-0.
Good showing from both players. Concept tape did fantastic. Oracle, fantastic as well. Oracle will be moving on, and we will get to see more of their Bedman gameplay, though. And I believe next we have Hobo Dessert and Curly Renounced Jailhouse. So I believe that is a Sin Venom matchup.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. You know, I love getting a chance to see Sin. He's one of my favorite characters, especially after the patch and giving him the ability to actually interact with the stamina bar. Now, the still growing, the move where he eats, it no longer actually gives you a buff. Instead, it allows you to reduce the time on the clock until your stamina starts regenerating, which is a pretty good buff. That's pretty good.
That is.
So it really does allow a lot more versatility from the character and a lot more agency in how you interact with your resource. But we will be seeing another character that has a lot of agency in how they interact with their resource in Venom. So it'll be very interesting to see how these two clash.
It will be. I'm very interested to see how the Sin is going to get in there and kind of have to navigate those balls and that zoning.
And right now it's kind of a little bit of a patient matchup. Curly kind of starting to get back here, getting the charges in, getting the nice little L-cut, goes for the follow-up, uses 2 stamina, but Curly Bout is going to be able to get that burst in there, makes it use that stamina, gets the closeout into the 6K, 2K, 6A, Beak Driver confirmed, going to be able to get that wall break, have a little positive bonus on our side.
Still around, Bill. Oh, sorry.
Dark Angel coming out here, going to be able to break the wall, and they're using it to get that stranglehold on neutral, but QE going to allow us to get something started here. Gets the PRC from the L-Con, but it doesn't matter. Gets the RC. We have so much stamina here. 2K, 6K, but doesn't use stamina. Doesn't like to control that space. The 2P coming out, curl around. Gets the 2H into the DP. Hobo Dessert going to claim that first round.
It's definitely more of a waiting game and playing neutral and waiting for them to come to you kind of thing with this matchup. But once Sin gets in there, it can really do some damage. The DP there, gonna get Hobo Dessert out of the corner.
Wanted to try and trick Curly Renounce into thinking he's going to come after it, but now we're going to push into the corner. We can no longer get a confirm off of that Beak Driver confirm, even if you're using all 2 of the stamina bars to not only get the follow-up, but the dash after. Try and get back in there, but Curly Renounce going to be able to show that there's still life there, using these stingers, using all of the balls that they can set up with Venom to really make it hard for Hobo to approach. Renounce going to get a nice little back throw here, tries to go for the stinger in the air, but it doesn't exactly work out. Goes for the nice 6B. Hobo Dessert going to be able to get that neutral skip here, uses that tension instead of using the stamina, but the 6B. Out from Curly Renounce, gets inside, which is exactly where you want to be. Able to set up these balls, able to get this set play going. It's so hard, the BRC, but doesn't allow us to check the 6B. Hobo Dessert is in a great place right now. Goal first, though, we're going to be able to get that Dark Angel and stop Hobo from approaching. It's only a matter of time before it comes out. I just know it.
Unless they get hit by the Sin pressure a little too quickly before they can set that up. Great showing for both of them as we finish off round 1. Lots of back and forth there, a lot of patient neutral playing. Venom able to apply pressure from a distance definitely keeps it safer from Sin's DP.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting battle on how 2 characters can do space control in their own way. Space control is a really important thing in this game. I know we were talking a little bit about this before the stream, but you have a character in Venom that wants to use these set play objects to kind of deny that space, stop a character like Sin from getting in and starting that pressure. But then you have a character like Sin that really wants to use those big buttons to interact in neutral and contest space, stop you from approaching, taking a big advantage of that, being able to get a nice little counter hit off of that far slash, gonna be able to get us that still growing, gonna get that eaten. Look at how fast the stamina recurred after using it all. Gonna be able to get a back dash here. We gotta play a little bit patient. The Curly Renounce doing a great job at denying that space, and the Dark Angel gonna come out, tries to jump over it, but you're stuck in this pressure sequence. It's so hard to get out. The back throw goes for the OTG, but it doesn't kill.
Starting off strong, trying to put space in between the two of them so Curly can get some cue balls set up. Cocoa Dessert not allowing them to really get their setup though, taking that oppression right into the corner.
Deep driver great on that corner carry. Goes into that throw setup situation, and it can be so hard to deal with, but there are ways keeping that harassment going with this 6B. It's the JS into the close slash, confirm, has the conversion. It's the Tyrant, brave clean hit, but it doesn't end up killing. Curly Renounce does have another chance. Positive bonus on the side of Hobo Dessert. Stuck at range with very little stamina to our name. We have a little bit of burst, but it's not going to help us get on all these pool balls. Curly Renounce is doing such a great job at holding the space. Far slash into the stinger. Man, it's so closely contested between these two players.
Cocoa Dessert's gonna burst to try to keep some pressure there going, but unfortunately does not work out in their favor.
I really like the patience on Curly Renounce to not use burst there, understanding that if they won, if things went their way, then great, they win the game. But if they don't, they're still up around, they still have that life, and you know, Venom isn't a character with a high life total, so you gotta be doing those kind of calculations, especially in situations where it can be so hard to get out, especially whenever you're against a character like Sin. And we've seen Hobo Dessert do a great job at getting this pressure started and making it hard to almost move, it feels like. But Curly Renounce doing a great job at starting things off here. 2K QD gonna allow us to get some pressure started. Goes in for the jump, but now we're just using the balls to make our mix even scarier. QB allow us to step in here, but a nice little 6P from Hobo Dessert's gonna let us get out.
I do admire the way Curly Renounce plays a very aware game. They know when to take it slow, and they know when to get in there and put the pressure on them. Give them that squeeze.
With now us using that Elk Hunt, I remember the name of the move. Elk Hunt to allow us to get that round there. They're putting a round up on the board, but now you've got to deal with this high-low that Curly Renounce has been kind of just enforcing so far. Gets a nice little confirm, recognizing that the ball did hit there. Let us get that wall break, but goes for the super. That's not what we wanted, but we're in such a far range to avoid it that we can't really punish.
That was a good time to whiff it, but we also Hobo Dessert just whiffing a DP just now. PRCing though to keep themselves safe and block that Dark Angel.
But then we get the top way off with a nice little conversion. Okay, I see you, Curly. I see you. Kind of doing some tricks with it, trying to get them back into the corner, but it's the reset. We're tied up at one apiece. Both these players doing such a great job at keeping themselves in these rounds, but there can only be one victor in situations like this. Let's get him out. 6B trying a little bit back and forth. You know, originally, as I was talking about, characters like Venom want to deny that space, but I can see a little bit of a shift in Curly's gameplay, where they're more so wanting to bait Sin into coming in and kind of trying to interact in that space with the help of these balls, instead of outright stopping Sin from even trying to get there in the first place.
Absolutely. It almost feels like they're kind of like, please come in here and interact with me, but it's all just a ruse. But Hobo Dessert getting a great punish off of that whiff super just now from Curly. And it might... Oh, got a good deflect shield right there.
Get us off here. Both these players are one hit away from securing the round against each other. The down stinger gonna make things hard for us. Kind of just staring at each other. The grand blue handshake, if you will. Gonna be able to get the balls into the set here, but the run up 2K gonna get the kill from Hobo. Both of these players were one hit away from claiming the game from each other. Hobo going up 2-1 in a very close set. This is the exact kind of momentum you want to see.
Absolutely. Just that understanding of both the players in neutral looking at each other, waiting to see who was going to make the first move. Both moments away from death. Playing very patient games.
But yeah, and again, I think it comes down to these players trying to, sticking to the archetypes of their character. This is a beginner-only bracket, so we do have a lot of these players trying to learn. This is a great opportunity to just try your skills in a tournament environment, and being able to get all these kind of sets, especially versus characters like Venom that aren't that popular, is really important. And we're seeing Hobo Dessert take the most of it. In that 2K, that 6K, but what a great backdash by Curly Renounce. Gonna try and get some space going. The JS combo is gonna not land exactly how we wanted. Goes for the throw. You're getting stuck in the strike throw vortex. 2K 2D into the DP follow-up, but doesn't get the Tyrant Rave like we wanted.
Skips right on in there with their Sun Dipper. Closes it out in the corner. Wow, what an air throw. That was a really nice read on Hobo Dessert's part.
But the JD gonna come in clutch here for Curly Renounce. Gonna allow us to get this pressure started. 2D gonna be coming out. B gonna allow us to control some space, but the tap does swing the balls, but doesn't exactly do what we want. Throws out of the corner, back into the wall now for Curly Renounce. This has gotta be a scary situation. One YRC, you gotta burst out. You don't want to let Hobo Dessert get into another prime position like they have been. You want to stop them from getting this danger on set point. We're taking to the wall. You have your YRC, but it's so close. Both these players trying their best. The far slash goes into the beak driver, trying to get some space, trying to dance around, but what a whip punish from Curly Renounce, not letting Hobo Dessert in the game on this round, tying it up one round apiece, trying to stay in this set.
Definitely a lot of good spatial awareness from them and using Venom's long buttons to their advantage.
Pushing into the corner here. Hobo Dessert trying to get something started. The 2H counter hit, trading inside of our favor. We get the hoof stomp. This is exactly what you want for Hobo Dessert. The 6H doesn't stick maybe how we thought. Dark Angel can allow us to claim a little bit of space again. The JP gonna push us into the Dark Angel. We're gonna get a wall break conversion here, but not if Hobo Dessert has anything to say about it.
Definitely want to try to keep that positive bonus out of Curly Renounce's hands, but does react to that deflect shield and punishes it with a throw.
Scary situation to be in if you're Curly Renounce. One mistake and you could be getting sent home from this loser side set. With the left right, it's a working 2K2D Tato. We're going to a game 5.
This has been so back and forth between the two of them. It has been wonderful watching both players real time adapt to each other and work around each other, watching Hobo Dessert try to navigate those balls and Venom's long buttons, and Curly Renounce definitely knowing how to play it slow and kind of get Hobo Dessert to come in on their own, but also with punishing them and keeping them out when needed.
Again, it's like I keep saying, it's a battle of space, and right now, both of these players are doing a great job at it, but it seems like Curly Renounce is starting to win it whenever Hobo Dessert had such a stranglehold on it at the beginning of this set, going up to 1 at one point, but now we're in game 5. Both these players trying to make it in on each other, and we're back to that original game plan. Hobo Dessert, though, finds a gap in the zoning pattern, gets their way in, and gets the burst. You gotta use it there, trying to establish some type of advantage. Curly Renounce doing a great job of playing defense, tries to get out, but the 6B into the Tyrant Raid, Kara cancel, gonna push us into the wall, gets the low off of the elk hunt. Things aren't actually working how we want them to. QB gonna buy us a lot of space. The move is minus, but it's hard to punish, especially with that pushback. Goes in for the hook stop, gets the elk hunt, goes for the close slash, gets the OTG, and now Hobo Dessert is on set point once again.
We'll see if Curly Renounced Jailhouse can bring this back for themselves and put it to a true game set point between the two of them. Is going to punish that that blocked DP. Going to try to keep them in the corner and kind of zone them out. What a great punish on that Sun Dipper.
Trying to just absolutely strangle them on this neutral. You can definitely tell both of these players are feeling the moment in such a scary situation. You're still playing for your tournament life in a Game 5 set. Billy Mouse trying to send us to a double Luigi, gets the confirm, but no, drops the combo. Hobo Dessert, 50 tension, all the stamina in the world, all the bursts. The only thing they don't have on their side is health, but the JP gonna send us to a double Luigi situation. Final game, final round, both these players trying to play for their tournament life.
You can tell both of them want this so bad. The amount of backdashes on Curly Renounced Jailhouse part just now in the corner, backdashing Sin's moves, just trying to get any sort of break with that pressure and get out. Hobo Dessert has been on them though, not giving them an opportunity to let them be zoned out.
Situations where we're trying so hard, but Hobo Dessert doesn't even get a real chance in the final round after those reads from Curly Renounced Jailhouse, or Jail Mouse, whatever. But they do end up winning in this Game 5, final round, final game set. After coming back from a 2-1 lead, bravo for both these players. What a set.
What a set indeed. It was really great gameplay from the two of them. Great game sense. Fantastic to watch those two go at it. Now we will have Roach and Oracle up on the stand.
Coach, we did already see as our first set match coming in from that winner's side, and Oracle, again, we also already see being that both of these players did make it into top 8. One thing that we did see from Roach is that ability to swap between characters and that awareness of what makes a character hard to adapt to, especially going from that Bedman to that Faust, kind of keeping things fresh, keeping things inside of the mix. But Oracle was able to do some wonders versus that May that we saw, and was able to keep up that entire set, really do some great things with the Bedman, but looks like we'll be seeing Bedman Faust.
Absolutely. I don't necessarily know if Roach would want to go into a Bedman mirror. I haven't really ever seen a Bedman mirror before, but they did show some really great stuff on Faust, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Bedman's gonna have to watch out for those long Faust buttons and those items, but Bedman can also zone Faust out. It's gonna be a great match.
100%. It's both these players' opportunity to stay alive in this set. So this is another loser side set coming in from the losers of semifinals round, or round 2, I should say. We have EMS's Roach coming in here on the Faust. We did see them once before, as I was talking about a little bit earlier, and then we have Oracle coming in on the Bedman. Both these players did make it in the top 8, but Roach kind of having to make a comeback here after getting eliminated from that winner's side. Oracle trying to get a hot streak going after winning from that loser side. The burst gonna come out from Oracle, gonna let things get started, and he'll follow up, making it so hard for Roach to get in. Roach, but into the 6E. Great little anti-air there, maybe a little bit of understanding on the character. gets the burst, but it doesn't end up working how we wanted it to. Maybe went for the deflection, but we didn't want it.
So Oracle starting it off strong, sending Roach right into the corner. But Roach definitely knows where to use those Abares and get out of that corner situation. Sets up a bomb, but Oracle not letting them get anything started so far.
Trying to get some stuff started, but Oracle with the back throw into the corner gets the safe jump onto the bone-crushing excitement. I know you said you love to see it, Tato, but it's not gonna happen this round. Oracle gonna claim the first game in this set.
I would have loved to, I won't lie, I would have loved to see the face that Bedman makes when they get their shins hit. But that was some great reactions on both parts. Roach blocking Oracle's reversal, Oracle blocking Roach's reversal. Both of these characters are playing a great game right now.
Duel 1.
Oh, 100%. It's a very back and forth affair, but it seems like Oracle is getting the little bits of advantage that one can claim from momentum, coming in with that 3-0 victory, but Roach trying to find a little something here. A little bit of counter poking, a little bit of things with a 6H overhead, gonna allow us to push into the corner. Gets another follow-up on the ready. The J2K can allow us to get out of the corner, but not allow us to win the situation. The burst, the Scarecrow PRC is only gonna get us thrown, and Oracle is not taking no for an answer, constantly pushing Roach back into this far side corner. What a way to grab that round.
Indeed, that reaction throw to that PRC Scarecrow, crazy. But it looks like Roach did not appreciate that and is definitely putting the heat on Oracle.
Especially with the heat coming out in... It's funny how you say that they're putting the heat on Oracle, having the meteor stored, goes ahead and spit it out, but doesn't like to use it post-round break. The follow-up is going to come out from Oracle. Oracle doing such a great job having the situations when they want it. The reversal coming out, the JK into the 5K into the JS can allow us to get some high-low pressure started, and Roach has to burst again.
Roach has done a fantastic job of squatting Oracle out of the air.
Roach not only did a great job of swatting Oracle out of the air there, but also converting off of it. These conversions can be so important for holding and maintaining that momentum, especially in getting these resources and getting the screen position, and Oracle kind of showing why it's so important to have your confirms unlocked going up in this set 2-0.
Are we getting a Bedman switch? No.
Oh, no. We're confident. We're confident. I respect it.
Very good stuff on both parts, but Oracle has just been on it and up close. Not a lot of zoning, a lot of run-ins and putting that pressure on Roach.
Especially in pushing to the corner of Roach. Maybe trying to get something here, but the back dash coming out from Oracle, reading that snip. It's a big counter hit. Has the Roman cancel, and it continue to push us to the wall, but doesn't exactly get the right combo. Maybe going for a reset there, and having that explosion, Beatles coming out, delays the fall to catch the Scarecrow PRC. Oracle on set point.
What a read from Oracle to just know that that Scarecrow was coming.
6H coming out here, goes to the J2K, to the mix, trying to make sure that that negative one hit move doesn't get punished. And now we have the trumpet out, but goes for the mix. Oracle gonna be able to claim the mini foul, or the horn here, gonna send the brigade of mini fouls our way, but Roach able to use that tension to kind of avoid it, not letting Oracle get as much of reward from it. 50 tension on our side, going for the hole in one frame trap, but doesn't get the bone-crushing excitement. Oracle has a chance here, but the Scarecrow PRC is going to eliminate any kind of interaction from that PRC drift forward. Roach staying alive here.
Unfortunately, pushes Oracle a little too far out to connect with the Faust Blender and gets punished with a throw. Bursting to keep the pressure going and not letting Oracle get anything started, trying to keep him in the corner as best as possible. Oracle has been very oppressive these last couple rounds.
I mean, and it's in the essence of the character being able to use this zoning pattern, deny that space, and then pick the right time to go in when we have the right arrow stop. But Roach kind of finding a hole here, not letting Oracle deny as much space. We have the resources, we have the items, we have the hammer, we have the scalpel. It's the scan throw PRC, but it's thrown out of the situation. The block on the bone-crushing excitement goes for the Roman cancel, but doesn't get the combo confirmed like he wanted.
This is set point right now for Oracle, so every last moment counts, and they will be going forwards in this bracket.
Especially in a situation like that, it could be so hard to claw back. Roach, though, doing a great job in this top 8. You don't make it here without a reason. But Oracle will be moving on.
Next up for our matches, we are going to have Blaze King and Curly Renounced Jailhouse again. We will get to see Ram and Venom. Both characters just wanting to take up space on the screen. It'll be very interesting to see this matchup.
I mean, it's so scary for both of these characters to be on the screen, especially whenever a Venom's running well, whenever the pressure's working out how it should. It's so hard to deal with that set play mix in some of these situations. But Gramlethal, she does the same thing. She's got that set play mix. The only thing is, though, it comes in the form of giant swords that she holds on her sides. And it can be so hard to deal with that, especially with the guard crush that can present from them.
Absolutely. This is one of those kinds of matchups that Curly Renounced Jailhouse might have to play a little slow, definitely trying to keep Ram out, or even, kind of like with Sin, enticing them in just to punish them.
Oh yeah, 100%, but we're only going to be able to see in due time rounds starting out here. Curly Renounced Jailhouse using that Venom on the left. And then we got Blaze King coming in on the ramp. We've already seen both of these players once already in this top 8 run. Blaze King coming down from winner's side, but you don't get on winner's side without at least winning once. So we'd love to see them be in here. Curly Renounced Jailhouse, though, had to win a barn burner against Hobo Dessert in the set before last, but being able to enact this gameplay here, just jumping with Blaze King, not letting them have any screen real estate. Curly Renounced Jailhouse takes that first round easily.
Blaze King's quick to try to punish them and put them in the corner, not allowing Curly Renounced Jailhouse to get any space there and set up any of their pull balls.
Especially in a situation like this, not trying to let them get any of these folks out. The 2S gonna come in, the close slash, the QB gonna send us to the wall, goes for the super maybe, but the 5P comes out. These players are trying to make the most of the situation here. As the Roman cancel gets the sword throw, gonna have that pressure in the situation. Dark Angel gonna come out, we're jumping away, not letting anything happen, but Renounced Jailhouse kind of capitalizing on that situation, taking this game.
You can definitely see Curly Renounced playing that slow game and that slow burn, waiting for them to make a mistake or to come in close. And Blaze King just trying to get them to not have a setup at all, getting in their face, not allowing them the opportunity to zone them out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And you gotta do it because you can't let Ramlethal have any really great start in these kind of sets. It's very scary whenever she gets that pressure going, whenever these are starting to kind of hit their mark. But the bird's gonna come out here. The 6-8's coming out from Curly. Gonna be able to get something started here, but we're just pushing into the corner. All we can do is knockdown back here. Tries to go for the confirm off of the Roman cancel, but it doesn't exactly work out how we wanted to. 6B gonna hit the cross-up situation, and now we're just denying that space for Ramlethal, not letting her walk forward. Blaze King stuck in a bad spot early round. Jailhouse gonna take this round.
Absolutely. Blaze King playing a little bit of a reserved Ram game here. Not quite showing off a lot of her oppressive options here. Trying to get some... Absolutely, especially against a character like Venom, where it can be so difficult to navigate, because it almost feels like no matter where you're at, those pool balls can hit you.
Now, just absolutely chasing down Blaze King. The burst coming back exactly where we want it, but we do have the Dark Angel. Blaze King just running right into it. That's not what you want to see. Curly Renounce taking another game here.
I could see Blaze King in the last one trying to super jump that Dark Angel at one point and not quite being able to get over top of it.
Oh my god, Chloe just win? Chloe beat Keishu? Holy shit.
Did Clone beat Keishu?
I can't lie, I have the screen pulled up on my second monitor. Oh, I think he did. Oh, awesome. Some news from Combo Breaker, but we're focused up. We're on the orientation number 8. Blaze King here, gonna try and jump in, get something started. We had some pressure going, but that overhead is minus. Even it can be hard to block sometimes. JD coming out here from Curly Renounce Jailhouse to be able to get the set play started and going. Has the QB to break the wall. These conversions are on block.
Got that tap dust is going to allow Blaze King to get something a little bit started here with Curly Renounce. But Curly Renounce knows when to hit those Abares and when to jump with the Ram Rock.
Started here, gets the ball out the screen with that down stinger, but doesn't allow us to get anything started here. Big back throw from Blaze King, has the F sword. Maybe try to get that knockdown. Wanted to keep that corner. Understanding the resources were light. Curly Renounce gonna send out that Dark Angel to stop and block it, but the throw ends up coming out. But the Dark Angel passes through the Morbato, not exactly doing what we wanted to. The high-low situation into the tap dust. That spells doom. Curly Renounce Jailhouse going to take that set 3-0.
Yes, unfortunately, Curly Renounce crossing up there with the Mortobato didn't quite land. But great things from both players. Blaze King playing a nice and patient Ram, which is not something you see very often.
I mean, that
Waiting
ability
and
to
looking for their opportunities, very nice.
100%. Definitely one of those kind of gameplay styles that can be done effectively, just not really working out for us here. Trying to use these buttons to enact that advantage, but it happens to the best of us. All we can do is dust ourselves off. You don't get the top 8 without a reason. Great stuff from Blaze King, but Curly Renounce Jailhouse does move on.
Absolutely. Now it looks like we have Fausti and Robin. Both with exclamation points at the end of their name. They are both very excited to be here.
They're enthusiastic. I like it. I like it.
I always shout their names in my head. Robin!
You think they'd be yelling at you, Tato?
I don't think they're yelling at
Oh,
it's just it's very excited, enthusiastic. It's not like yelling with malice, but yelling with excitement. Robin!
But coming in here, both these players are in winner's side. This is trying to decide who gets into grand finals on winner's side. That is what a winner's final is for, if you didn't know. And we're gonna get to see what I think both these. I think Faust does play Faust, ironically enough, and we're gonna get to see Robin on that Giovanna once again.
Absolutely, both have played incredibly tonight. It's gonna be quite. I'm assuming, hoping that it's going to be quite the back and forth. We're going to see some great hands being thrown in these rounds, giving Giovanna a lot of opportunities for whiff punishes, but Faust's able to contest space really well with their long buttons items and PRC mix-ups, and
It can be
gonna be a
so
lot of
hard.
good stuff. Absolutely,
Oh,
so hard.
Especially whenever you're coming at it from a point of view of Robin and trying to navigate all of these items, and it's extremely unpredictable because he's an item throw character. You have no idea what item he's gonna get. Sometimes it could be weight and a hammer, or sometimes it could be a mini Faust in the ground with meteors in the sky, or sometimes it can just be a Faust with a JD in the air while you have an afro. But this winner's final is gonna show us who is gonna get into grand finals.
Yep, this one is for all of the tomatoes for grand final.
Duel 1.
There is a chance that one of them could run it back in losers, but we will have to see what happens.
Got to do a lot here. You want to be able to secure that advantage. Robin on the right, both of them in the purple. I see you trying to get that twinsies going on, but the mix coming out here, jumping over it, putting ourselves into the corner with the J2K, the Scarecrow coming from above, uses that super, kind of just melting Robin with items right now, not letting anybody get a chance to get out of the situation. 6P gonna come out, but Robin on the whip punish. Faust, you can't let these you can't let these hands fly without items to protect you. So much tension on our side that enhanced state's gonna do so much damage. Faust trying to the back foot here.
Is that a safe jump after Geo wall breaks with a knockdown?
I believe so. I believe the JS. She has a lot of safe jump opportunities. I think she has with like JH. I think she has JS like we just saw. I think she has some other situations of what she can set up, but I would assume that the speed that she has and how much tension she has does kind of affect what safe jumps do and don't work.
Now that was an interesting little play from Faust there. It kind of seemed like they were using that, they waited until that bomb burst just to cover up their Scarecrow. Very smart on their part.
You gotta be smart, especially with a character like this. You gotta be willing to improvise. Maybe you don't have tension, but you have a bunch of items out instead. The big counter hit is gonna come out for Faust, but not getting the kill here. Electing to get the items out. Electing to make it hard for Robin to approach, but Robin doesn't care. Has the counter hit, has the super, has the first game in this set, one step closer to grand finals and winner's side.
Absolutely, you can see how much both of these players want this win. Robin was just on point with those anti-air DPs just now. 2 back-to-back, just swatting Faust out of the air. Incredible stuff from both players.
Definitely one of these situations where you can get stuff started, but how we feeling out there, chat? How we liking brackets so far? It's been pretty interesting.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here, new items are going to be coming out for Faust, but Robin not really having it. Going to be bursting here, not wanting to let Faust get through the wall, get that positive bonus. Wants to keep all the advantage on our side. The mini Faust going to happen here makes it so hard to punish in these situations. A great job at using the normals to bridge these gaps and has the combo, but drops it. Gets a nice little counter hit. Those are exactly what we want. If we're Robin, goes for the combo, gets the super, gonna be able to get that wall break hard knockdown with the 50 tension to our name.
Has that little bit of enhanced state left, and it pushes Robin right into the second round, up 1.
Situation like this, you really want all the advantage that you can get. Faust gets a nice little push into the corner, has the afro, gonna make it really hard for Robin to approach now with the mini Faust on below, with the JD up top, gonna be able to ignite that afro. We're throwing another one down, but the air throw coming out from Robin, reading the situation, gets the extension. Faust gotta burst out from there, reads it, and jumps away from the Scarecrow RC. These reads from Robin are so strong right now.
Robin definitely doing a really good job playing around these items, playing around Scarecrow. Gonna hit with that super. Does this break the wall? It does indeed, and it kills.
Robin kind of dominating their way to grand finals right now. Faust has one more opportunity left in the tank, or has an opportunity left, But if we lose one more game, we're going to be giving Robin that chance to win everything from winner's side. If we don't want to take it back from losers, we got to do a little bit of introspection, a little bit of trying to figure out what's been happening, what's been going wrong, but it can be fixed. You're definitely not out of it yet.
Absolutely. Faust can turn this around and steal it back from Robin.
Duel 1.
Gonna be starting off this third round here. Faust starting it off, trying to put Robin in the blender. Is that another Comet Storm? I have not seen this many back-to-back. This is the third one in this set that Faust has pulled.
I mean, we get the meteor into slipping into our own. We get meteors twice into slipping into our own banana. 6-8 gonna allow us to break the wall here. We got a lot of momentum on our side if we're Faust. But no tension though. We can't make that save. 100-ton weight gonna allow us to get some mix going. 6-8's gonna happen, but we have the reversal super on the side of Robin. Not wanting to let Faust get away with anything. Crushing excitement gonna come out from Faust. We're gonna get to see both Giovanna and Ray make a face.
And that will seal this round. Faust might have this to be able to turn it around a little bit.
That's exactly what you want. The right items, the right situation. Gonna be able to get the haircut, gets the extension off of the grab, but isn't able to fully catch up there. Gets the hammer, has the bag, doing such a great job of making things hard to breathe for Robin. The mini Faust gonna allow us to get another hard knockdown here, but we're stuck inside of the vortex. Gonna go for the JD here, but not exactly the same jump. Gets the meteor, the air throw gonna come out from Robin. This is exactly what you want. A situation to return the tides, get that pressure going back once again. Dashing in and out there. We have the fullness, we have the read, we have the tension. Are we gonna use it all to try and get something going? Can't get the kill there, but gets the backdash. Faust draws out something with the enhanced state. Will this kill?
Comes close, but it's not over yet. Robin is still in the game. Does not have that enhanced state anymore, but is just trying to navigate and gets snip, snip, snip.
I mean, this is exactly the kind of adaptation that you want to see if you're Faust trying to get in that winner's side grand final so close. All we gotta do is just dig our heels a little bit, kind of be ready for any situation that comes. Robin, though, you're still so close. All you need is one more game.
Robin is close, but it seems like Faust is starting to download them a little bit. Could be turning the tides. We'll have to see how this next round goes down.
1000%. Faust trying about a comeback here. Maybe you got the stirrings or reverse sweep. You never know. We gotta see Faust actually take it there. The burst gonna come out as soon as possible. Not wanting to let Robin get any kind of momentum on the board. Gonna use these items and use that scalp. Counter hits twice. This is not where you want to be with Faust.
It's a sticky situation to be in. Switched themselves up in the corner, but was able to pull it back and get the wall break from Robin. Impressive stuff. Faust does have to play this a little carefully, but it looks like they got the reversal bone-crushing excitement.
And maybe try to go for the safe jump there, didn't hold back. Maybe wanted to go for the meaty, but things don't work out. We get the back throw. Robin on set point. One round away from getting into grand finals on winner's side.
Faust doing a nice anti-air and pushing Robin right into the corner. But Robin mashes out, gets out of barre, and escapes the corner. This is not the spot you want to be in if you're Faust right now.
Super pushes to the wall. We're one interaction away from Robin being able to get this situation. Goes for the safe jump, gets the tap, gets the charge dust as the punish, but baits the burst, gets the punish. Robin gonna secure grand finals on winner's side, while Faust has a chance to make it back again through loser's side.
Very impressive stuff from both players. I'm excited to see who comes up through loser's side to challenge Robin in grand finals. And next up, we will be seeing Oracle again and currently renounced Jailhouse.
Well, two really strong players that we've been seeing a lot of been seeing a lot from. It's definitely a lot for both these players to keep going, and you're so close to grand finals. If you're Oracle, if you're Curly, Renounce, all you gotta do is win this game, the next game, and you got a chance at Robin in grand finals.
Absolutely. It definitely is when the tournament nerves start kicking in, the pressure. They've been playing for a while already, back and forths, lots of close sets. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen from both of these players. Both of them have put on wonderful shows tonight. They've done a really great job. Oracle playing more of an aggressive bedman, getting up in your face, and Curling Renounced Jailhouse playing a very patient Venom, knowing when to zone and when to put that pressure on and be aggressive.
This kind of decision making is really hard to do in a moment's notice, but we've seen Curly Renounce get pretty good at it through the course of these sets. So all we need is a couple more sets and a couple more chances to be able to get to grand finals.
Society. Duel 1.
Both of them are so close. Victory at the tips of their fingers.
The backdash here, trying to get something started. The big back and forth. We have these zoning tendencies coming out. Oracle showing that they can also control space in the same way. The burst bait doesn't exactly work out how we wanted to, but we still get the burst out of Curly Renounce Jailhouse anyways. Just doing this pressure over and over, stopping anything that Curly Renounce wants to do with the explosion. Gonna let Oracle take the first round of this loser semifinal with a perfect.
Great stuff. Unfortunately, Bedman's just a little bit faster than Curly Renounce Jailhouse can get set up on. They're gonna have to get in there. They're gonna have to play a more up close and personal game this round.
Able to get that hard knockdown there, pushing us into the corner. We have the follow-up now. 6H gonna come out. We're just trying to play so patiently on the side of Curly Renounce Jailhouse, not wanting to let Oracle get anything started. The BRC, let us get something. The 6P into the Beyblade, let it rip. Gonna allow us to take the first game of losers semifinals.
I can imagine the exhaustion's probably starting to hit both of them, having to play so many sets, but they are still on it, still showing up with such great game plans and such great gameplay. We'll see if Curly can get something started in this next round, kind of get the momentum working.
Tato, before we get into the next round, I would like to thank Dank and Somatic Emperor for rating the stream. You've tuned in to the ANC orientation number 8, a beginner only bracket. We just wanted to throw something for our community, so kind of show that we're still here, show that things are going great. Thank you so much for the raid. But going into the losers semi-final, we have Curly Renounce Jailhouse to make a crazy run for losers, making it through the loser side. Oracle, both these players have been fighting tooth and nail to keep this situation, but now we have the Dark Angel coming in here, securing that space for us. Oracle using that 8-way dash to try and get out of the situation.
Curly was trying to get something started with that Dark Angel, but didn't quite make it through and is now in this pressure with Bedman. Looking like they might get sent through the wall, but not quite. They barred out and have now returned to neutral. Gonna send out another Dark Angel, trying to get them a little bit of pressure started.
Oh, the throw coming out from both sides. It's the Grand Blue Handshake. And now we got Curly Renounce kind of breathing life back into the set after losing in such a fast fashion. We're kind of seeing them accept the situation, kind of take a breathe in, and now Oracle trying to push that advantage, has these follow-ups, gets this close slash, trying to get the spacing pressure out, gets the spacing trap exactly how we wanted. We have the Beyblade, but we're not going to be able to get the super, the Judy hits, all breaking.
This is a better position for Curly. Almost a little bit of a return to neutral, but the throw is going to keep them in the corner. And we will be going to second round in this match.
Exactly. Both these sides are fighting so hard right now. Oracle is trying to get a big expansion here. Gets the burst bait, but doesn't get the combo off of it. Both these sides trying to keep things happening, and we've seen Curly be so strong with these backdashes. But Oracle going to be able to get that positive bonus and not use a super to do it, so we're not going to have any penalty on our side.
Oracle catching the backdash again, but Curly with that 6P, get them out of the air. Gonna get started with this Dark Angel, but Oracle jumping right over it.
I mean, these needles coming out, it's so hard to, you saw the Dark Angel in the back, but, both these sides are trying so hard to get anything started, and Oracle just doing a better job with that zoning, just doing a better job at holding and controlling that space and not letting Curly get anything set up inside of neutral at all.
Both of these characters kind of playing around each other, dancing around each other. Curly not sure whether they should get in zone or if they should. Curly starting it off strong and getting Oracle right into the corner. Oracle not having any of it though.
Getting that burst out. Dark Angel gonna come out here from Curly. Oh, but the stall in the air does get caught. Didn't stall high enough. The hard knockdown is gonna make something great here and allow us to get these zoning patterns set up with the counter hit far side. Gonna make Curly feel the need to burst. The FD gonna come out. The low happening here, and now Curly breathing some life back in this set. Oracle maybe wants to get to that set point, but they gotta get one more round to do it.
Curly trying to backdash but gets caught with the overhead, but they are still able to recover and get that Abare out of the corner. Did they block? Unfortunately not, and they get hit with the reversal.
Oracle been trying to get these spacing traps going, but it's just not working how we expected. Goes for the rush out. It's the 2H into the explosion. Has the OTG. Oracle now going to be able to put themselves on set point. One more game stands from them in losers finals. Going to be able to try and vie for a spot in the grand finals versus Robin, but gonna get that throw here. We still gotta enact our game plan. Curly can only really block right now. The overheads, the follow-ups, the errors, making things so hard to do or breathe. The throw gonna come out from that dash cancel, Roman cancel, trying to get this wall break, get this positive bonus. Throw on the neck here, not letting Curly Mouse or Curly Woodhouse do anything.
Got a gold burst here from Curly. I don't know if that's exactly what they wanted here, but that is what they got.
Getting the exact punish we want here. Burst still on the side of Oracle, has the tension. Gonna be able to finish out this round, taking the set 3-0. Gonna be able to beat Faust in losers finals, making what a crazy run from the losers side. You know, originally we did see that really strong set from Curly Renounce and Hobo, and honestly, I thought Curly might make a vie for grand finals, but they got oh so close. Both these players played so well. Oracle just taking the cake here.
Oracle will be moving on. I believe they are both from the lab showdown. So we might have a little bit of a team kill here. We will have to see, and I didn't get to say my thank yous before that round started, but thank you for the raids. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, we love all the support that we can get, and we're thankful that all of you decided to stay around. I know I see a lot of the times where people get raided and they all just kind of scatter. So thank you all for staying. We really do enjoy all the support that we get, and you know, coming into this losers finals and then into this grand finals, there's not a lot of tournament left. So just stick around. You're going to see some amazing sets, some great gameplay from these maturing and learning beginners.
Absolutely. All of them wonderful games tonight. Great showing. You can tell how much they've all learned and come so far. Wonderful thing to see.
Oh yeah, wonderful thing from both sides. And now You got to do a little bit more if you want to crawl into that grand finals. But
So
Oracle
instead of
and
reflecting
Faust
on
are going to be able to set the
they
table
blame
of
the
hate.
beasts, heaven, or hell.
Table of hate. It's Seiko. The thing in boxing.
I have no clue about anything to do with boxing, let alone idioms.
It'll work out. It'll be fine. You guys got it, right?
You're picking up
Yeah.
what we're putting down over here.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. But getting in here to your losers finals of ANC orientation number 8, we have Faust and Oracle. Button check coming out here. Maybe something going on. Both these sides getting things started with the needle. Oracle showing off that gameplay that got them here. That zoning, that ability to control that space. But Faust not having any of it. Using these big buttons, not letting Oracle get anything started.
Oracle is quick to send them into the corner. Almost crossed up there, but they are going to get the wall break. No hard knockdown though on their part. Blocks the Scarecrow. Faust getting that counter hit and able to possibly get something started. Oracle says no.
Nice little counter hit, gonna chase you down with the 2 HP at super, taking the first round of this set. Both these players trying so hard right now. The 2S page gonna be able to allow us to use that scalpel, get that knockdown, trumpet into the meteors. One thing we've definitely seen from Faust is that item play.
The RNG is definitely in their favor tonight. Lots of meteors.
Trying to block, trying to play so patient. Both of these players wanting to enact their game plan, and that just means you gotta be a little bit more patient if you're Oracle. Able to store it, gets the super to punish that far slash. The tap dust of doom and despair are gonna let us get that first game on the board.
You can definitely tell how much both of these players want it. They want to get to that grand finals. They want to be the one to face off against Robin.
And not only that, but Faust wants to get that rematch. It's more than just a facing. You know, Oracle, I believe this is going to be their first time fighting Robin inside of this tournament. So maybe they want the shot. Maybe they want a chance to get back up here. They've been slowly picking up momentum throughout this entire loser side, defeating Curly Mouse, defeating Roach. Were they the one that defeated
Yep.
Roach? Yeah.
Oracle,
Yes,
yep.
I remember.
Concept Tape,
seeing-
Roach, and then Curly Renounced Jailhouse. They have definitely clawed their way up from losers.
But Faust did get to this point through winner's side, only dropping that game to Robin. So they definitely want a chance to kind of clean that off their record, get their shot back at the title, but you gotta get through Oracle to do it, and it's definitely possible.
Absolutely. And I think these two might be friends as well. They are both from the same org, so it's never easy to go up against a friend in a bracket. Especially here in losers finals.
But I mean, to be fair, this is exactly where you would want to go against your friends if you had to. Both of y'all having a great run, both of you making top 8, but it just seems like Oracle going to be able to get some things started first here. Going to go for that JS, gets the bait on the throw, has the meter, has the wall break, positive bonus. Going to make things so scary here. Able to block out that Scarecrow with the BRC drift forward, and Oracle is kind of running away with that first round.
Absolutely. Putting the pressure on them with the haircut on too. Faust hoping to get something started here, but Oracle does not let them get it going. Did get burst back though before they could get pushed back into the corner, but Oracle reads that Scarecrow and counter hits hard.
It's a big 6H, but now we're going to be able to get to see that most rescue excitement from Bedman.
Finally, I've been waiting all evening to see that super on Bedman, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, look at the cross up here from Faust, using that mix to go pass, trying to get that combo started, but trying to just close space now. And Oracle able to wait out that timer, does such a great job. We're playing bomb basket, bomb badminton, but it doesn't end up working out for Oracle. The JD gonna come out here, but we don't use tension. We don't finish, and the item throw gonna allow Oracle to get the opportunity to punish. Oracle going up 2-0, one game away from that grand finals.
I will say it, the bomb exploding during this outro was so cool. Added a lot of spice to that one. But yeah, that item throw unfortunately was just a little too close. Oracle was able to get in and punish them for it. When you're in Faust's position with such low health, you really do have to be careful in how you're navigating that screen.
100%, and Oracle has been kind of capitalizing on those attempts from Faust to get in, to be aggressive, to get these items out, and it's really doing a lot. I mean, there's a reason why they're up 2-0 in this set right now, but Faust is not out of it yet. We're gonna see the switch to Gold Lewis.
That is quite the switch. I'm excited to see what they can do. Gold Lewis can be so oppressive.
I mean, they're two extremely different characters in how they play and how they want to interact, but
Mankind.
a lot of great things happening here.
Duel 1.
Absolutely, so we're getting into this round. This is match point for Oracle. If they win, they go on to face Robin in grand finals. Faust quick to Abare out, but Oracle does not let them get out of that corner and sends them straight through the wall instead.
That DRC drift forward. We have such a lead here, but the 2K is not going to allow us to do what we want. The 2D going to get us a nice little counter hit. The 6P going to come out from Oracle, not letting Faust approach. This is set point for Oracle.
Oracle gonna go ahead and swat Faust out of the air and push them right into the corner. Oracle has been so consistent with their combos, so consistent with their game plan, and navigating neutral is really hard. We're gonna see a starfish there, but it doesn't land, unfortunately. Gets punished by Oracle with a, I don't know, what is that, thorn?
A needle.
A needle.
Oh, the charge dust of Doom and Despair, but the combo doesn't end up coming out. The 2D here not gonna allow us to kill. Faust has a chance here, has the resources, but not the ability to stop the chip damage. Oracle gonna secure a grand finals appearance versus Robin.
Wins.
Unfortunately, Faust does not get to run it back, but great displays from both sides. Faust hitting us with the Gold Lewis switch up at the very end. Interesting stuff. Lots of good stuff to be shown, though. I'm excited to see how Oracle goes up against Robin. We have not seen them fight yet. They were on opposite sides of the winners and losers bracket. Oracle has climbed their way up through losers. This is their time to take it back.
And now there's only one set standing us from a champion
Mankind
of
knew that they
this
cannot
bracket.
change
Well,
society.
two if Oracle can
So
get the
instead of
reset,
reflecting
but
on themselves,
Robin's been having
they
so
blame the
much
beasts.
steam. There's a reason they've made it
Hell.
through winner's side. They've hit Faust to losers. They've done all they can to secure this situation, but Oracle has so many games on the board, so much momentum. This could go either way.
あなたを無力化します
Absolutely, both incredible displays tonight. Fantastic showings. I'm sure the tournament nerves, the pressure is probably starting to kick into overdrive now, but they've got to keep their head in the game, stay locked in, and duke it out for this final run.
That's exactly how you want to start it. If your Robin gets a big 5H counter hit to start out the round to push into the corner, and even with all this health on the side of Bedman, there's only so much you can do with this giant behemoth of damage, such as Giovanna with high tension can do. Goes for the mix, the low ends up coming out, the needle gonna come from Oracle to keep the pressure safe, but things aren't always as they seem. The JS gonna come out, gonna get the bomb, goes for the dash cancel into the throw, and we were caught FDing Oracle, showing why they got here.
Robin, immaculate display of defense just now. Able to keep Oracle out as long as possible, but did get caught by that throw. It's gonna get sent through the wall, but does have that enhanced state. This is a scary spot to be in if you're Oracle. And this might kill, it sure does.
Robin having the tension, having that enhanced state, there's so much you can do whenever she's able to get a big counter hit like that. But the close slash coming in here, goes for the follow-up. Judy gonna come out full Robin, trying to control space, but what a whiff punish on that 2S from Oracle. Oracle stuffed into the corner. The stagger pressure is coming out. A nice little dash out. Not letting Robin get away with it. Not letting them try and start this pressure. We're seeing a corner-to-corner situation. The JS can allow us to start pressure. 6H goes to the overhead. The high-low mix situation, but it's just so hard sometimes.
It is. Oracle also has burst on the table too, so they do have that little bit of resource, but they're gonna go ahead and spend it. Trying to keep Robin off of them. Giovanna is scary when she's up close. Robin gonna get the wall stick here and send Oracle through the wall, but does not use the super. Uses super to whiff punish instead and take the round. Robin is here for blood.
I mean, and yeah, you gotta be, especially if you're on winner's side. Oracle has gotten that chance to warm up, has gotten that chance to push through, using that super to whiff punish, and just doing a great job in playing neutral in general.
Great shows from both sides, both of them knowing when to punish, when not to punish, when to mash, when not to mash. Robin, impressive defense. Oracle, the anti-airs have been on point tonight from them.
Duel 1.
It is going to be a nail biter. Very back and forth between these two.
For both these sides, but Robin showing the dominance in neutral he got here in the first place. The overhead gonna come out now. Oracle kind of just starting this pressure, starting this snowballing situation. Not getting the super though. Not trying to get anything started with the tension. But the counter hits coming out from Robin. Tries to go for something. The FB's gonna come out, but doesn't. It pushes away too much. We can't use the far slash to get a punish on that situation. So hard to see that high-low Oracle around in this game.
Absolutely, but Robin does still have burst on the table, but Oracle is starting off strong, showing us the impressiveness that they have all night long. Pushed Robin right into the corner, but Robin was able to get out, spends the burst to try to keep their pressure and keep the corner. Gonna get that throw. Oracle got FD.
Nice 6B on the recognition of that dog dart. And now not letting us take that street position. Needles are gonna stop us from kind of just establishing the situation, but a big hit here. Lead using that dash blocking to capture that space. The far slash is gonna hit Robin. Gonna be able to steal back this round and kind of just taking advantage from here.
Absolutely. Robin did a great job navigating those needles and getting into Oracle's face. Impressive stuff. Robin, solid defense again, but gets thrown and is going to end up going through the wall.
Great job here with that close slash, right? On that strike throw, goes for the DP, but gets baited out. Oracle snapping back in form here, getting a game with a perfect showing. Robin, they are not here to play around.
Robin's little thing after his oof ouchie my bones. I love that. Both feel it, you can see it, how much they both want it, the back and forth. Both are making incredible reads on each other right now. A lot of downloading is happening, gathering information.
Into the corner here, but the back throw gonna come out from Robin. We didn't exactly get our lead set up there. Maybe trying to go for some strike throw. Oracle gonna be able to get that burst here, but we're jumping over the needle and his follow-up counter hits coming out back to back to back. Keep the corner. We don't want to let them into a fresh situation, a fresh reset. Trying to go for an input that didn't exactly can work out Oracle. Trying to make something happen mid-screen here, but everything we're trying just isn't working. The super coming out from Robin, gonna get the wall break round here. Goes into their fate, 1 round closer to the grand final.
Absolutely, but Oracle is going to clap back pretty hard here. Send Robin right into the corner. Robin's done a really good job of being able to get out of the corner, though. Turning the tides right around, and it's going to get this maybe wall stick? Yes, wall stick.
And, you know, you made a great point there. Right as Robin used that movement to jump out of the corner, make that 60 whip, gets a counter hit on that JS safe jump, using his dash block to get in. What a nice whiff punish. Uses that far slash, going to be able to stick this into the corner. Robin, 1 game away from claiming the orientation number 8 title.
Pressure is on at set point here. It can go either way, though. It's been very volatile games, very back and forth. Both of them showing incredible game sense and reads. Both are doing a great job doing the back and forth, getting in and out of corners.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. Oracle trying to take a break here, trying to take a breather, switching off of the tried and true bedman that has gotten them here. One last Hail Mary to try and save this momentum that they gathered from loser's side, and they use the Nago.
Wonderful versatility being shown out of these students today. Lots of switching. We've seen Faust switch to Gold Lewis. Now seeing Oracle switch to Nagoriyuki. Robin has to be a little careful. Everything that they have currently downloaded from them in their bedman is going to have to be thrown out the window, and they're going to have to navigate a new matchup.
But we're running out of the credit card here. It's on cooldown. We don't have access to our funds right at this second. Kind of trying to be patient. Flood slowly building. Uses the DP. Gonna be able to get that block here. This is exactly what we wanted for Robin. The pot's gonna secure us the round. Robin is on tournament point.
Absolutely great observation skills on Robin's end to FD right there at the blood pop and get that punish. And they are not taking it easy on them. Someone right through the wall.
Here coming out from Robin, trying to control that space. Uses the dog kick, trying to get something started here. Oracle kind of zoning out with these big buttons. We have so much screen real estate, so much space. We have the super. Going to be able to take us through the wall, but even with the extra blood, we're not going to get the kill here. Oracle on the back foot, hard knockdown, close slash 5K, gets the dog kick, and Robin secures your Oracle, or your orientation number 8 title over Oracle 8. All of these players in this bracket played so well, but Robin takes it home.
Fantastic job. Robin killed it tonight. Everybody killed it tonight. But really good showing there in this last round, this last set with Robin. Showing how versatile they can be with their game plans and being able to adapt quickly.
We do have Robin into the channel for the winner's interview. What did you see out there? How did things get to your side?
And it's been a tough road. I think a lot of it has been just a lot of like dedicated training for me the past few months. I've been playing in beginner brackets for a long time, but have not seen success. So I've been spending the last few weeks just losing a lot of games, really trying to implement a lot more new things, and I think it paid off for me.
Oh yeah, 100%. I definitely know the feeling. I played in beginner brackets myself, and I had a long time of improvement, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot to constantly improve, and that losing is a part of it. I know Tato has also played in a couple beginner brackets herself, but it is a road. So how did grand finals feel for you? What did it feel like whenever? Well, I guess I should ask. When did you know that you were going to win the tournament?
Ooh, that's a tough one because I think it's a fine line between being too overzealous with your ego and having confidence and like believing in yourself. But I went into it this morning feeling good, and I don't know, I didn't feel nervous that much. I think I'm just on a good day and I'm playing well.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. Do you have any questions you want to ask, Tato?
I don't. Just great job. It's not even a question; it's a statement.
Thank
Very
you.
impressive stuff out there. I'm glad to hear that you were in the right headspace. Did you do anything specifically that, like, to prep for it, or was it just a good day?
I think mostly just a good day, but also I think more people need to learn the value of like going outside and taking a walk. That shit's gas. It gets you real
That's
like
so
wound up for
true.
these kinds of things. I don't know. I think
100%.
having confidence in yourself and having some endorphins in your system does more wonders than you know.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great job today with the bracket. Are there any last words that you want to say for anybody watching?
Firstly, I want to say good game to everyone who I got to play, and even those who I didn't get to play. It was lovely seeing everyone, and the players are what keeps the community going. So thank you to everyone who showed up today, and thank you to you all for running the event. It's been lovely, and I am very happy to have finally won something.
Hey, we know from experience how it feels to have people cheering you on, and we at ANC, we want to make sure that all of you feel invited and special, and you did an amazing thing today. Winning brackets are not an easy achievement. I know, because I've been through it myself. It's really hard. So great job today, Robin. You played amazing, and so did everybody else in the bracket. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
You. Thank you for being a part of ANC and coming out here and competing today. It's been wonderful having everybody here. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming in and watching the orientation number 8. The internship signups will be coming out very soon, but they haven't been put out just exactly yet. This has been both Ukiyo and Tato on the mic. You can find me at Twitter, on Twitter at UkiyoFGC, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/UkiyoFGC. Thank you so much. Do you have any final words, Tato?
Same thing. Thank you all for watching, and can't wait for this next internship to start and watch the progression of everybody, learn during those 2-week periods. I do not have any socials for you to find me on, but if you're ever interested in chit-chatting, come find me in the ANC server. And yeah, thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.